Hi, welcome to your astrology forecast for March 19th to March 25th, 2015. On March 19th, the moon conjuncts Chiron in Pisces. This may have us bringing up old wounds from the past that are resurfacing, and it may be a somewhat more emotional kind of day. But it's also possible that you'll be able to help somebody else who's going through a rough time and be able to help them more than you could even help yourself in that same area where maybe you need the same kind of care. So it's good to nurture yourself as well as other people on this day and be very compassionate towards yourself and also towards others. And then on March 20th, the moon conjuncts the sun in Pisces, and this is a new moon solar eclipse in the 29th degree of Pisces. So this new moon is very much about letting go and letting go of old habits or old tendencies toward perhaps escapism or even towards the Aries side of things, even because it moves into Aries later that day. And then the moon conjuncts the south node in Aries later that day. So we can be letting go of old identities, old ways of being, as well as the addictions that we have, and starting a new, fresh page when it comes to our spirituality and being ourselves and really starting forward with where we want to go. But first, we have to let go of the old patterns that hold us back from being that person that we want to become. It's really a very much, it reminds me of coming out of the cocoon kind of thing, because Pisces is very meldy and kind of unformed. And when the butterfly's in the cocoon or the caterpillar's in the cocoon, it turns into mush. So that's kind of what Pisces is like. And then Aries is like coming out as the butterfly. So, I mean, this is also when the first day of spring is. So it's also great for new beginnings and starting on anything that really helps you become more of who you actually are and the potential that you can be. And on March 21st, the moon conjuncts Uranus and Aries, uh, maybe having us do unexpected things, or unexpected things could really hit us emotionally, or unexpected emotions could come up for us, or we could just feel a lot more spontaneous and willing to be more spontaneous and exciting and more ourselves, and also very unique, perhaps a little offbeat, but um, we can really change things up on that day and uh, let go of old things and start fresh. And then the moon conjuncts Mars in Aries, really helping to bring uh, a surgence of energy, and it can cause some temperamental kind of tendencies and irritable tendencies if you don't exercise or expend that energy in some way. It's a really good idea to exercise on this day so you don't become irritable and, get road rage or whatever. So, and you could even confront certain emotions and face a confrontation in some way where you feel like you have to defend your emotions. That could occur, but it's also great for just taking action and starting new things. And then on March 22nd, the moon moves into Taurus. And this will help us get more grounded and take care of our business, take care of our finances, and take care of our bodies. It's a good day to take care of your body in any way. It's also, something you got to watch out for is overindulgence. And you could be a bit more stubborn in some ways, and you might feel better about what your values are and be more focused around your values, which can kind of crop up the stubbornness aspect. And then Mercury in Pisces sextiles Pluto in Capricorn, and they both in conjunct Jupiter in Leo, creating a yod. So with Mercury in Pisces sextiling Pluto in Capricorn, this is going to have conversations that come up that are very deep and revealing and transformative. And there could be unconscious things coming to the surface, especially if you have been having very vivid dreams. Perhaps you have a conversation about a dream and maybe somebody brings a deeper insight about that dream to you through the conversation. That's a possibility. But ultimately, any conversations will be on a deeper level, especially with people that you know at a deeper level. With them both in conjunct Jupiter and Leo, this is all about being more expressive of those deeper feelings and those deeper things. And maybe it's a chance to bring these things to a more wider audience. Perhaps you can make it more public or expand it outward in some way. You could even teach your children through the experiences that you've had that these conversations are bringing up. Maybe you can teach them a valuable lesson, or be able to impart some wisdom to your children. But you could also start a creative project that also brings wider awareness, that has elements of healing by sharing through your own experiences. And then the moon conjuncts Venus in Taurus. So this is really great for relationships, and there's a much more harmonious kind of feeling with your emotions. You'll feel a lot more grounded, and you'll be a lot more in touch with your values. You might even be more attracted to beautiful things and money and all the things that money can buy. So try not to overspend on this day, especially because of that. But it's also just great for really getting in touch with your body, being more physical or sensual, and maybe getting a massage would be an awesome idea, or just enjoying beautiful things. If you can enjoy, free, beautiful things, that would also be great. And even getting projects started that helps you earn money would be a good idea as well. And that you feel very close to, that you love, something you really love to do, and that you want to nurture into being. And then on March 23rd, Venus in Taurus sextiles Neptune in Pisces. Now, this is great for romance and bringing a very dreamy quality to it, and very sensual and dreamy, so very idealistic and beautiful and romantic. And I just imagine this like candlelight dinners and beauty and idealism, that kind of thing. You can also feel more in tune with your partner. You can sense what they're feeling and get in touch with that sort of thing, the intuition, the intuitive side of love and your relationship. And if you aren't coupled, then it will be a really good day to find love and be able to have a synchronistic kind of occurrence occur around it. Perhaps there's high potential there. And then on March 24th, Mercury conjuncts Chiron in Pisces. This is helping us to communicate about old wounds and communicate about rejected parts of ourselves, things that we've suppressed, and be able to communicate and help heal another person, maybe through our own experiences or related to experiences we've had that we haven't even healed ourselves from, potentially. And any conversations can be very intense but healing as well. And then the moon moves into Gemini, helping us to communicate our emotions. There's kind of a theme this week. And it's also great for just, communicating in general and talking to people around your neighborhood, feeling more in tune with the people around your neighborhood, And it's great for short trips and taking care of things around your neighborhood. And good for talking on the phone, having a lot of conversations, all those fun Gemini things. Writing about your emotions would be a good idea as well. And being objective about your emotions will come a lot easier. And there is a potential to over rationalize the way you're feeling. So try not to get too caught into your head about your feelings, because sometimes, that can just lead to drama, I guess. And then the moon opposes Saturn in Sagittarius, and they both square Neptune in Pisces, creating a T square. And this is bringing in the limiting beliefs, of course, as well as any areas where we just need to change our thinking and become more universal in our thinking, perhaps. Neptune in Pisces also brings up the emotional aspect. We, should think about the emotions of those around us when it comes to communicating our feelings, but also communicating our beliefs in a tactful way. And there could just be a weight of responsibility wherever Sagittarius is in your chart at this time. And right now, with it being retrograde, there's lessons coming up from the past that are coming up. And these lessons are just meant to be refined and brought into a more efficient kind of way, so that when it goes direct again, you just have to brush back over that little area, and then you'll be able to move forward with the rest of what Saturn has to teach us. So things that have been happening in the past few months may come back up and need to be resolved in some way. And on this day, there's going to be tensions around that, and maybe conversations could come up about those things. And tuning into your intuition could be a way to help you navigate a little easier, but it's also not a good idea to escape from it either, because Saturn doesn't really let you escape from it. So anyway, hope that made sense. All right, on March 25th, the moon in Gemini sextiles Jupiter in Leo, and they both in conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, creating another yod. And with moon in Gemini sextiling Jupiter in Leo, it's all about expressing in a very expansive kind of way and a very creative kind of way. It's great for writing, great for expressing your emotions, and it's great for teaching and communicating and helping your children to become more expressive of themselves. And with them both in conjunct Pluto and Capricorn, through these expressions, we can really dig deeper by bringing up the deeper things in those discussions. Pluto and Capricorn, of course, is bringing up all that has really been wrong with authority figures and the systems we have in place. And so, I mean, it could bring up school stuff if you have kids. It could bring up the world issues. If you're more into that, it could bring up, your own issues with authority figures or whatever, or with the systems that are in place. Ultimately, getting in touch with how you would like to bring about your own career or become your own authority of some sort, and be more in touch with the transformative side, the more where it's aiming, that can help you to be more on the lighter side of things and lessen the darker side or the heavy side, the side that needs to be transformed. So by becoming your own authority, being more in the power seat, taking control of your own power, then you can really move beyond that sense of limitation. All right, and then the Sun in Aries trines Saturn in Sagittarius. And this is really great for working on projects, and especially ones that you've already started because of Saturn being retrograde. But this is great for really having the drive and the ability to stay focused and grounded, as well as idealistic, because Sagittarius is very optimistic, idealistic, and aims high, very expansive and open to possibilities. So there is that element still there. Saturn, of course, is trying to make it more grounded and realistic. But yeah, I mean, it's great for getting involved in anything that you've been working on and moving it forward and moving it into a system that helps you continue it in the long term. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon. Have an awesome week.